Got a Lexmark printer here. I'm going to take it apart for scrap. You know, the debate is ongoing. Are printers worth it? Should you take them apart? Should you even pick them up? I do. I think they're great. Light iron's not worth that much right now, but you know what? Crush them down, stockpile it. They got some good boards in there. Let me get into it a little bit and show you what we get. That's why I do them. That's a real nice board there. A lot of good stuff on there. There's going to be a power board in there also. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 fans, maybe 3. Down here there's a power supply. Plus you got a board up in the front where all the controls are. And a whole hunk of wire. I think they're definitely worth taking apart. I'll get into it a little more. There's the board. Two motors. There's real nice copper windings inside these. Again, they come apart pretty easy. And you can get some bare bright copper out of it. Or you could cash them in as is, just copper bearing motor. Trying to get into all the boards for you. That's a real nice power board. For me, I love it. Copper, 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 loaded with copper. Then here you get a little bit of sheet aluminum. Little sheet aluminum, nothing great, but it adds up. So I rip off all the copper spools, the transformer there. I rip off the aluminum, and then I just let it go as a low-grade board. You get a ton of low-grade wire out of it. Doesn't weigh that much, but you do see all these braids of wire. You do a lot of printers in a day, you will start to get some weight built up. It's not worth much right now, low grade wire, around 10 cents a pound, even less in some places, but I would hold on to it for a while. You know, you could really chop this stuff up real small, fill up a couple barrels of it, cash it in when it's worth something. These motors come right out. There you go. They got a board on it. A couple screws you could pop off this steel plate. There's a pretty decent board there. I throw it in mid-grade. And then inside here, I don't know if you can see it through one of them holes there. Yeah, you can see it through the hole. Copper, bare bright copper windings. And they go all the way around. I don't cash these in like this. I take them all apart. I throw them in a barrel, and every once in a while I'll do a few of them. I'm in no rush to cash it in. I like to bring in a lot of weight when I'm going to do it. The more you bring in, the more they pay. So I always try to bring in, you know, really decent weight. Alright, I'm going to take off this plate. I'm going to take off the plate in the back. There's that fan motor. Then I'm going to get into the front of it here. I'll be back a couple minutes. Another thing I want to show you is all the ink. Whether it's just regular inkjet printer, laser printer, toner, whatever. Don't throw them out. Down there in the bottom, that chip in there's got gold on it. Reach in there, pull it out with a pair of pliers. And then take all the ink, empty cartridges, toner, whatever they are, and I bring them back to Staples. Get $2 each. Every one you cash in, they give you $2. They usually send you like a gift card or an email with a $20 off coupon. So you could go in and get something for free. I go in, I buy, you know, 20 bucks worth of boxes, $20 worth of tape, whatever. But I get quite a few of these, so it's a couple $100 a month usually that I'm able to cash in. They take 10 at a time. Or you can go online. There's a couple websites that buy used empty toner or ink cartridges. They might pay 10 cents each. Some of them pay $5 each. You know, you gotta look up that model number in the top right corner. Could be on the bottom, could be wherever. But take them all out. Pull the gold chip out. There's 4 right there. So in Staples, that's $8. That's a half a pack of tape that I could use for eBay shipping. Here's the other side of the toner. 4 of them. Bring them to Staples, that's $8. Some of these will sell though on the websites that buy the used toner, empty toner. But they're only worth about 50 cents, 55 cents, this model number, in the site that I use. So these are going to go to Staples. Let me keep going, get this thing all taken apart. So that printer's all apart. This is what you got. A little bit of light iron up here. Some more light iron there. These roller sections, I take these apart separate. I throw them in a bin, do them on a rainy day when I got nothing to do. This is what comes out of them. #1 steel. There's a board on the side of this. Some ribbon wire. I didn't take off yet. You can see the gold on it. It's so super thin, but it's still worth taking off. Another board right here. This is where the toners were. These right here are aluminum rollers. I take them out. I throw them in with sheet aluminum. Throw the plastic out. A couple little wires there I still got to take off. Inside there, underneath this is going to be #1 steel rollers also. Some gold pins. Little board with a bunch of copper spools on it. I'll take that all apart. Had one fan. A couple of motors that I showed you when I was taking them out in the side of the printer there. Got 3 of them out. Got a hunk right here of all the low-grade insulated wire. That first board I showed you, that's probably the nicest board you get out of this whole unit, but it's still definitely, in my opinion, worth it. And the power board that I already showed you. And then you got this little unit right here. This is all the rollers and little gears that make it spin. But if you want, these right here you could pop out, throw them in cast aluminum. They don't weigh much, but if you're stockpiling, you know, get a couple more pennies out of it. This is another board. It doesn't weigh anything, but they'll take it as mid-grade. And that's it. That's the whole printer. I didn't film the whole thing because I didn't do it all at once. I was in between doing a couple other things. But total time was probably about 15 minutes. Like I said, in my opinion, I think it's definitely worth it. Here's a whole box of toners that I could cash in. Like I said, Staples takes them $2 each. Okay. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share it. Tell your friends, cousin, uncle. Tell somebody about us. And send them over to my channel. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.